Yanny everyone, this is Thermite, and this is the weekly updates. As always, very first link below is Weekly Shonen Jump. Please check it out. This is a Black Lives Matter supporting channel, and I do firmly believe that real change can only be made once we defund the police and support social services. Ah, boy. Why do we have so many yokai series? I've said this 3 times already and the same thing, so I'm not going to bother with it. You're going to check it out in the redirect down below. But boy, it is taxing. I was looking up a list of everything that has run in Jump, Shonen Jump, and boy, like, it hasn't been a constant. Like, we have had small breaks in which people have been not debuting yokai series, but it feels like, almost every, like, big jump, like, every big push of series, there's at least one that I would say is a yokai series. Like, I'd say this, like, between Love Rush to Demon Prince Poro's Diaries, like, that's a pretty long gap of no yokai series. But then you have, like, big chunks like Yuna, Demon Slayer, and Takuan and Batsu's Daily Demon Diaries. That's how they translated it in English. Like, those are all pretty nominally yokai series. Then right after that, you have Love Rush. Promised Neverland is I would not say Promised Neverland was a yokai series, even though there were characters that people called demons or oni. Like, the focus on the series was so vastly different. Whereas I feel like most of the time, you know what I'm saying when I'm saying yokai series or exorcist series. It's a general thing of evil spirit that is bad and that they fight him, and there's a couple of general spirit rules that apply. Like, it's not that vast of a thing that, it doesn't feel like every series and Jump should be crossing over into that territory, but it feels like it happens relatively constantly. And I mean, like, especially as of late, it's really felt like tons and tons of series have been falling into that category, which is not inherently bad. It's not like things that fall into that category are inherently not good. It's just that I've read so many of them that it feels like the flavor of it has really washed out of my mouth. And it's weird that it keeps on happening. At first, I thought that perhaps this was a Japanese-only thing, that, it's a cultural thing, but, I mean, as big as yokai are in Japan, they're not so big that 10% of every, like, of all manga being created should be yokai manga. It's so specific and strange. And I can only assume that, it is a lesser form of what people complain about with the isekai boom. Except even then, it's not that many series. It feels like there's more, but that might also just be a result of me personally noticing it and talking about it a lot. Thank you for listening to my rant, especially after I said I would not do another rant. In general channel news, I did not have a good week last week, so we'll leave it at that. This week, I am going to commit to at least one other video. Which video it is, who knows? But I do want to continue the thing I said many weeks ago now of doing at least one video for everything I want to be considered currently active on the channel. And that also means that, in all of those, I'll be able to make my current stance. I can support the things I like. I can denounce the things I don't like. Yeah. So, if you're really jonesing for some more Dorohedoro, I do apologize. Same with, well, not necessarily same with, oh boy, what series am I thinking of? This is quite unprofessional. I am thinking of Sobote. I did record a tiny Sobote like 2 weeks ago or so. I might just release that as is, or I might make that my first priority and, do a big record and then stitch them together. We'll see. But yeah, so specifically, if you're looking for more Dorohedoro, I apologize for a moment. I'm really excited to get back to it, and I might not wait until, I do everything else before I get back to it, but there will be a tiny little break. It's on my immediate next series priority. Thank you all for understanding. Thank you for supporting the channel, and I hope to talk to you on the server. Please join us if you haven't already. Bye for now. Yeah.